Hello and welcome, my name is Trenton Hoshiko, and today's entire video is all about the Fotoga DP3000 Follow Focus. If you're here just for a high-level overview of this product, basically it's a $50 price point, and I think that makes this follow focus a really great deal. It turns smoothly enough, it has a dry erasable focus mark ring, and it works neither the left side or the right side of the camera. Its turning smoothness can be limited at times, but not as much as other budget follow focuses that I've used in the past, and it is compatible with lens gears that you can attach to photography lenses like the ones that I use from Tilta. To start getting into the details of the Fotoga DP3000, let's start with this model being for two 15mm rails. There is a newer version that now just attaches to one single rail, but I've never been a huge fan of those because of the potential for it slipping on the rail itself if it's a little too loose. I do go for ones that mount for both rails as much as I possibly can. It's kind of wild that it matches my shirt, so I have to get it in the light perfectly. The actual attachment mechanism for the follow focus is this knob that's at the bottom that pinches it to the rails, and it seems sturdy enough. I do prefer rail attachments for follow focuses that are open on the bottom and can be really easily inserted and adjusted. My Red Rock Micro Follow Focus does this, and Fotoga's more advanced DP503 Follow Focus has this option as well. In my research, I did find a Mark IV version of the DP3000 that has this as well, but it's twice the cost of this one, so I'm not really sure it's worth it for that feature alone. My complaint here is that unlike the more expensive follow focuses, this knob on the bottom adjusts both the rail position and for the lens diameter, and I usually like those to be two separate knobs for ease of use, but at the $50 price point, I don't think it's a huge inconvenience. The turning of the focus knob itself is very nice, and it's tactile and it has good resistance. I do like the way it feels in my hand. I had expected it to feel much cheaper, and I was pleasantly surprised. It is a little bit plasticky, but I think it's okay. On the knob is a whiteboard marker dry erasable ring for marking focus. It seems to function as it should and erase properly. Now, do never leave dry erase marker on things for too long because it really can stain them. Now, speaking of marks, this follow focus does not have hard stops, which will make it less usable for some people, but it really looks like you have to spend at least a little bit more or sometimes a lot more to get hard stops with a follow focus. Where the quality limitations of this unit really start to show up is when you turn the focus knob very slowly. It gets a little less smooth at turning those gears, and they will start to kind of click through those teeth more noticeably. This inconsistency seemed to be more of a problem with the actual operation rather than the look and just kind of how it felt to be operating. And I think it can kind of be overlooked at this price point. You can't expect Red Rock Micro or even more expensive Fotoga level turning smoothness for just $50. And for normal usage, I don't think it's going to get in most people's way. A great benefit of this follow focus is that the lens gear can be switched from here to here to allow the follow focus to go on the right side of the camera, so you can have left or right hand operation. This is something that's useful for different operators, but also different lens sizes and needing more workspace on one side of the camera to accommodate more rigging. This is actually something that my more expensive Red Rock Micro Follow Focus, at least the older version that I own, doesn't offer, but could be something that's very useful for people who want to operate focus on the right side of the camera. Here now are a few examples of the follow focus in use. You can see the gears, the smoothness, and a couple examples of it racking focus between subjects with various lenses. Now, some of these lenses are photography lenses that are using Tilta lens gears, while others have geared housings. At the end of the day, this is a budget follow focus, so it won't feel as nice or as smooth or have as good of a build quality as one that's much more expensive and much more attuned to a larger professional film environment. But that doesn't mean that this isn't still a great option. It feels good to use and it does its job well for most applications, especially if you're mostly looking to get your hands off of the lens for a smoother, less jarring focusing experience. Now, I bought my unit here a while back and I've liked using it. And honestly, when I started writing this overview video, in my notes, I said that it cost a few $100s. But when I was doing my research and I looked it up again, I found that it was only $50 and I was really surprised that it felt as good as it does for that really low cost. If you want to pick up one of these Fotoga DP3000 Follow Focuses, I have an affiliate link down in the video's description that helps support the channel at no extra cost to you. I also put a link down there to the more feature-rich DP503, which I haven't personally used, but I think is a good option to consider if you want some more features. If you have any questions about this follow focus unit, please leave them in the comments down below and I'll do my best to answer them. And my creative question this week is if you wanted to have a soft window light that looks like it's coming through some blinds, what's your favorite method to create that look? If you like camera equipment videos like this one, please give the video a like to help me with the YouTube algorithm in reaching new audiences that love micro-budget filmmaking as much as we do. And you can subscribe for upcoming videos about tools and techniques for cinematography, lighting, and micro-budget filmmaking. These videos are viewer supported, so if you can, find me at patreon.com/Trenton Hoshiko. I have some simple tiers that make sure the educational value of these videos still reaches wide audiences, plus you can vote on upcoming topics for videos that I'm creating. If you want to get one of these for yourself, you can find affiliate links down in the description. Those help support the channel directly. And if you want to know where I hang out besides YouTube, I'm on all sorts of social media websites. You can find me at twitter.com/Trenton_Hoshiko, my Mastodon, where I spend a lot of time now, Hey.Cafe, which is a fun new social media website that you should really check out, Cinematography Pinterest, Filmmaking Tumblr, and my actual DP blog are all linked in the video's description down below. Stay safe out there, wear a mask to protect yourself and others, passionately make art that you love, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day. Take care.